Hey folks, this is Billy DKY, the truth seeker who simplifies and demystifies. This is going to be Ultimate Fight Night. Greg Maynard versus Nate Diaz. And before we get started, the scoring system has to change in UFC. I mean, obviously you don't have to, but it really needs to change. We do not need to carry over a 10-point must system from boxing that does not really work for MMA. Plus the scoring system, the way it is not designed to reward people who fight. This is the sport of fighting, which if you haven't seen it, you need to go look at Football Fan 533's video on defensive fighting styles in MMA. I would have put it in my favorites, but I couldn't. Something was going wrong. But he does have another video in my favorites, that Randy Couture divorce court thing. Click it, go to his channel, and then look at his video on defensive fighting styles. It explains a lot of things I'm getting at. Okay, so let's drop the 10-point must system. I don't like it. They only use 9, 10, 8, and maybe occasionally 7. You never use 6, 5, 4, 3. Why even have 10 numbers if you ain't going to use them? That's just a bunch of ignorance. And then second of all, why do you add 10 and then start subtracting? Why don't you start from 0 and add points? It's ridiculous. So here's what my proposal is. You start out 0-0. If a guy does something that's good towards stopping the fight, give him a pointer. If he does a lot of damage, does a nice slam, a takedown doesn't need to be a winning situation for a round. Guy takes another guy down, give him a half point. Takes him down twice, give him another half point. Takes him down three times, forget it. He's already earned enough points for taking down. If a guy gets close to stopping another guy, give him 4 to 5 points. No more than that. And if a guy just barely ekes out a round, use half points. Use all the numbers. Just, and say the maximum points a person is getting around is 10. If you almost knocked a guy out twice in a round, that'd be like a 9-10-0 round. So anyway, with that said, let's get on with the first part. Greg Maynard versus Nate Diaz. Basically, I thought Maynard's strategy was piss poor. I mean, just to stand with a guy that has more reach with you, probably a little bit better boxer, but you may have more power. He should have took him down at least a couple times. That way Nate would have been at least guessing. So really, Maynard has no chance in hell of beating BJ Penn. BJ Penn will put on a clinic on Greg Maynard in so many ways. I can't believe their strategy was that piss poor and had Randy in the corner. It's ridiculous. Basically, Nate did a good job of getting in Greg Maynard's head, which that, again, it doesn't bode well for Maynard. It's easy to goad him. So, basically, under my scoring system, the first round, it would have been Maynard 0, Nate 0, because neither one of them did anything that great to stop the round or inflict too much damage, so it's a 0-0 round. Round 2, Maynard did do something good. I think he knocked Nate down or kneed him pretty hard, and it's pretty good, so I'd give Maynard 1 point, Nate 0. Round 3, Maynard really didn't do anything, so that's a 0 round for him. Nate did that good head kick, which I gave him a half point for, and then I gave him another half point for almost knocking him down, or a point and a half, and then he did a few other things. So by my point scoring system, Nate won that, a point and a half to Maynard's point. So I ain't really too disappointed that Maynard won, but nonetheless, he don't impress me with that kind of performance. Efren Escudero versus Evan Dunham, and this is going to bring up another point that I want to bring up, is these guys need to learn how to stop people. You do not, when life gives you an opportunity, you got to seize it. You got to keep your distance. You don't rush in on a guy and take him down. I can't remember if he rushed in. Okay, no. Never let a guy recover. Keep your distance. Push him off. Hit him again. Keep your distance. And second of all, when it comes to finishing a guy, use your damn feet. You're so much stronger in your legs than you're ever going to be in these fists. I guarantee, I know for me, I can probably kick you 4 to 5 times harder than I could ever punch you. You need to bring the kicks out when you got a guy hurt and you want to keep your distance. Get the hell off of him, let him get up so you can knock his ass out. Because if you see what happened when you didn't finish a guy, you get your ass and get your damn arm broke. I knew before this fight began this is going to be a good scrap. And it definitely was. You never let a guy recover. Don't storm him. All you're doing is storming yourself. You're smothering yourself in your distance, your power. Keep him at a length where you can put some power in those punches or kicks. Again, stick with the kicks. They're stronger. Okay. And basically, I'd say hats off to Dunham. Under my scoring system, round 1, you give 4 points to Escudero because he basically almost finished him. Round 2, I'd have to give 2 points to Dunham because he did a real nice job of taking down some other stuff. And then the third round is going pretty much even until Evans basically just broke his arm. And to be honest with you, Escudero will never be this. Guys that typically get an arm broken there are never quite the same after they come back. Like Tim Sylvia, they go from fighting with all their heart to safety first mentality. So basically, don't try to be a hard ass out there. Tap, you know what I'm saying? And this isn't war. If it was real war, I can understand you fighting till the death, but this ain't real war. This is a sport. So I hope he comes back strong, but you should have stopped him. Tom Lawler versus Aaron Simpson, and this is again on my point system. This was the fight that I was like, you know what, man, he really should have. He should have stopped him. He should have got his that's right. Tom actually did do a pretty good job of getting his distance. He just the thing that on Lawler that I thought he should have done. He should have backed up and use some kicks because he did actually keep his distance. It was the first fight, Samir Sadala, Brad Blackburn, that was giving me all kinds of fits watching it. Okay, so basically the only thing I seen that Lawler done wrong in the first round is he should have used kicks instead of punches. He was doing good at keeping his distance. First round, I would have scored that Lawler 6 points because, man, he had him on the verge of stopping him. He was there. Lawler, I'd give him a 6-0 round. 6 points for Lawler, 0 for Aaron, because Aaron really didn't do anything. Really, he got outdone, and it's really an amazing performance by Tom Lawler on the feet, which I didn't expect. Second round, I would give just 1 point to Lawler. It seemed like he was still keeping Aaron at bay, and Aaron didn't want none of the hands, so that was 1 point, and then. I love it when Lawler, he took him down. Aaron took him down. He's like, hell no, you ain't. I'm taking you down. He threw him down. So I'd give that round to Simpson 1 point. So the total points would be Lawler 7 points, Simpson 1. And the crowd knew that it was a bullshit decision. We all know that Aaron Simpson didn't win. The crowd knew it. The crowd was doing the right thing. And Joe Rogan needs to step up and have some balls and say, you know what? You fucking lost. Simple. You lost. Sorry about the language. I got a little carried away. So anyway, I love it when the crowd puts them in their place, the judge. Man, these judges just pissing me off. This is a sport of fight, man. Reward fighters, winners. Okay. Amir Sadala versus Brad Blackburn. Really, Samir cheated himself out of a first-round victory. He smothered himself. He didn't go in there. He'd give himself a distance to back up with those punches, and he kicked the whole freaking fight. Why didn't you back up, man? Give yourself some distance and start landing some serious kicks on the boy while you got him hurt. He's open for a head kick. He's open for a straight kick right into the gut, man. Just back up, get your distance. Do not storm these guys when you got them hurt. And take them down and let him recover. Let him recover twice at least. And what did he get for his trouble? He got more. He's gonna get more injuries from it. He's gonna get a worse reputation. Don't get me wrong. He did a great job. I love his leg kicks. But my point is, these guys need to learn how to finish. Here's what I say. A lot of people fail in this life because they do not know how to take advantage of an opportunity when it comes. I don't know what to say anyway. I think Amir's smart. If he gets somebody talking to him right, I think he'll change. And basically that's what Matt Serra did to George St. Pierre. Once he had him hurt, he kept his distance and didn't let him get a hold of him, and he finished him. Where if he'd have let George St. Pierre recover, George would have finished him, took him down, and just wore him out on the ground. So, again, it's about using your energy wisely, and who knows, maybe Brad would have caught him with a punch, or maybe he'd have caught him and broke his arm like Escudero. So you don't want to give a guy, you want to get people out of there as soon as possible. You want to have a Frank Mir strategy. Get them out of there as soon as possible. It's better it's better in every dimension for yourself. And it requires controlling your emotions in that moment when you got a guy stunned. Anyway, like I said, I didn't mean to cuss and all, but we got a little carried away. So anyway, oh yeah, looked like Blackburn's nose got broke. But anyway, folks, if you don't mind rating, until next time, later, folks.